You speak about the non-existence of certain things. Can you please talk about it?
Yes. I speak about the non-existence of guilt, for instance, and the non-existence of responsibility, the non-existence of choice. So, why do I say this? There is this force that makes our heart beats and that stems to all of existence. This is an involuntary force. This is movement that happens by itself. We are conscious of certain things, and in the mind of most of people, these things exist. Guilt, we choose, we feel that we made the right or the wrong choices, but actually we are only conscious about what we've done. If we go deeper into life, into questioning what is happening, we see that movement is happening all around us, inside us. So we cannot say we are guilty about things that we've done, for movement is happening and things are happening by themselves. We are only a witness of these events. The same for responsibility. This stems from saying that we made the wrong choice and we feel guilty or we have responsibility for it. But it's the same line of thought. Things happen, and since they happen, we start getting involved emotionally with what happened. And when we are dragged by our emotions, we cannot think clearly about things. So there is this force that makes us do what we do. When I when I say that there is no guilt, there are no choices, there is no responsibility, there is no control, is something that comes from the beginning of time, if it existed at all. We don't know if movement started existing or if it existed all along. So we are part of all this great picture. If we get in touch with this consciousness, with this intelligence that makes things happen, we understand deeply that we are only moving with it. We are not the movers of reality. We are only part of this cosmic movement. And when one becomes conscious of this force and movement and intelligence, one starts to feel inner peace, one starts to understand things in a clearer way. And that makes us think about life and to contemplate and to see things in a deeper way. When we give guilt to ourselves, or in a deeper sense, it's life that is giving us the sense of guilt. So I'm here to give you this point of view about how things keep on happening and keep on moving without our consent. The planet is spinning, so says science. The heart is beating, so can we feel it? And everything that we experience as movement, and everything is movement, is happening without our consent. We sleep, we dream, we are moving, our minds are moving, our brains are moving, our body is moving. And this is the consciousness that I'm bringing to the people, because it brings a deep, deep, deep peace, a deep understanding of events, not in a mind way. If we get on thinking about how it happens and try to map it, we'll get crazy, because there's no end to the conclusion. If we surrender to the mystery, that movement is happening all around, inside, as I said, we start dancing with all these movements. We become within the flow, we become the flow. And we stay in the state of no mind. We are focused on the present moment. And we start to understand that the past, the future, and the present are one and the same. In our minds, the present can take us to the past or to the future, but all this is movement. We come to the first place, where everything is magical. Here where we are, we hear the flies flying around, little bit of a breeze. I am speaking. All this movement is a togetherness. If we think about it, we divide it. We say there is the fly, there is myself, there is the breeze, and we fall into the illusion that they are separate. But everything influences everything, as we know. So if you are able to listen to this inner force, you will easily reach inner peace, because you feel that you have no choice but to surrender to this beautiful existence. It's so much bigger than our individual self. We have a name, and we create a ego around it, our personality, and we fall into the illusion that we are separate. Somehow we are separate from the other things, that we interact with other things, but that we are able to choose. And to choose means that in some way we believe that we are somewhere disconnected from something. It makes us think in a way that if we are disconnected somewhere from the rest of existence, we can act in an independent way. But everything still influences everything. So action gives birth to reaction. And this is what I came to tell you, that when you do something, you are doing a continuation of something that already happened. This is the state of flow.